May 8th, 2026. Last video, it was filmed in April, and I accidentally said May, because I'm stupid. What's been going on? So I haven't done one of these in a long while, because it's a little bit of a hassle. And because I actually got back into journaling, which kind of, which to me, for a bit, it kind of like, oh, well, if I'm journaling, then what's the point? And I remembered that the point is for you to hear this, not me. So what's been going on with me? I posted the I Like Cave Town video, and so far, it's got like 300 views. By the way, sorry for the, stupid everything. Yeah, it's a video diary, nobody's gonna watch this. But I posted that Cave Town thing and kind of didn't really want people to watch it. And then I was like, well, I mean, I put a lot of effort into this video. I didn't really, I just kind of edited it. I edited it so that So I was like, well, people may as well know it exists. So I did very, very basic advertising. And I made maybe one YouTube short that was proper, it was a clip of it, and I think I added captions. I don't really know, not care. But the video got a lot of views, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is interesting. And I kind of realized that online right now, there's not really this kind of intimate. Sorry, my studio light. My parents got me these big bright lights, and there's usually two of them, and I don't know where I put the other one, so I only put one here, and I keep using that hand, so I'm going to use this hand. So, point is, I realized that online there's not really this type of intimate content anymore. Again, stupid. I was inspired by Cave Town for this. Really, who would have guessed? By you watching his older videos, he did Q&A and stuff, and it's old stuff, and he's like, ooh, and it's this kind of it's a little bit edited. It's basic 2016 YouTube, but that's what YouTube's missing right now. There's no intimacy. It's either you're watching a super long video essay or a podcast. And even though I am probably maybe gonna do a podcast radio show type thing, I like doing this. I like talking to a camera. It's nice. And I feel like I can open up a bit more to a camera. It's kind of easier to do it because the camera just listens. It doesn't give an opinion, doesn't judge. The people on the other end of the screen are definitely judging. But, that's the internet. That's how it goes. I've started posting daily. I did a little poll on my Instagram. I felt the, what's that called? I felt a burst of energy. Oh, I need to post more. I felt a burst of energy. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to post every single day. And that worked until it's day 3, and I'm like, oh, what do I post now? Because I only really had 2 ideas. My third idea kind of sucks. I'm still going to post it. But, I mean, you gotta have quality over quantity, I guess. But I'm not really sure if that's how social media works. Social media really likes just, pushing content. Just doof, 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 doof. I've officially made Sparky the artist for Freshman Shenanigans. I spoke it over with Butter. Butter was like, oh yeah, Sparky can do whatever for Shenanigans as long as as in Butter, is still the main guy for Weightless. And I'm like, duh. Who else am I gonna have on Weightless? What? Well, all due respect to Sparky, but he's a Shenanigans guy. But yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm still in the process of voice actors. I found a voice actor for a character who will be in Junior Shenanigans. And yeah, by the way, I just want to clear this up. So as of right now, Shenanigans will have four main parts: freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But I also intend on having a fifth thing called Summer Shenanigans, right? Especially during summer of 2022, because during that period in my life, it's arguably the most important period of my life because it's when I befriended Butter, and that's the summer Butter and I spent together. So I also, I want to translate that into Shenanigans, and I want that to be a very important summer for them. And so I was thinking, Summer Shenanigans, it's just going to have like two stories, and it's going to count as just what are they up to during the summer, right? And I was thinking making Summer 22 its own thing, and I'm still pondering on that. I'll see. But each episode of Summer Shenanigans will be labeled with like the month, like the month and the year. So like August 2021, July 2022. You know what I mean? It's gonna have that. But I do want summer of 2022 to be a very, very important one to them. Because it was important to me. What else has been going on in my life? I discovered, I'm probably going to make I Like Cave Town Part 2. And I feel really bad because I spoke for 35 minutes about how much I love it. And that was before I discovered the Cave Town offline. So for context for people, goodness, I keep using the wrong name. Context for people who don't know. Cave Town, Robin Skinner, is his name, has been posting music since like 2012. Okay, and he only really switched to Spotify like kind of recently-ish. I don't know the exact details, but he's got two accounts on Spotify. One is Cave Town, the main one that everyone knows, and then there's Cave Town Offline. That's the second account, and on Cave Town Offline, he posts all the older songs from before he started posting for very like his first songs are on there. And yeah, there's a lot of albums. There's like 5 albums under the Cave Town Offline name. But I didn't discover them until after the I Like Cave Town video came out. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot more to talk about. So there's a solid chance there's gonna be I Like Cave Town Part 2. The problem with that is I don't want to be the guy who's known as the Cave Town fan. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to leverage off someone else's accomplishments to uphold my own. Yeah, I love Cave Town. Yeah, I want to talk about that, but I don't want to be the guy who talks about that. I want to be the guy who writes stories that just happen to be inspired by Cave Town, right? So that's a little bit of a dilemma I've got, whether or not to make a I Like Cave Town Part 2. Maybe I'll make a different, like a Bread Bebbles video. I can talk about how much I like Thomas the Tank Engine. Or Doctor Who. I can ramble about Doctor Who for however long. I'm showing my friends it right now. But doesn't matter. This isn't a Bread Bubbles video. This is a video diary. Just give me a moment to think if there's anything else I can add. Yes, Vinny. So I've finished as of like just now, 5 minutes ago. Right before I started recording this, I finished writing Vinny's story. The relapsing was a little bit tricky because it was another vent story. A lot of the angsty stories are just me venting my own frustrations. No, I don't smoke, but I mean, it doesn't mean I haven't dealt with an addiction. I won't get into that. You don't need to know all that. But but it's a little tricky because I based Vinny's writings off my own. Like, I didn't have my own journal in front of me and like copy paste, right? I didn't do that, but I based it off how I'd write it. And the tricky thing with that is I have to be careful that I'm still writing in character. I had to go through every time I'd like go and write more. I'd have to go back and edit because it would just be my writing. It wouldn't be Vinny's writing. A few days ago, though, I was listening to the Spotify playlist I made for Vinny. I have a Spotify playlist for all three of them to get myself in the headspace to be them, and it just hit me in the right. The noise hit me in the right spot, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! Now I know what I'm doing." And I was able to channel Vinny through me, and it was really good. I'm gonna have to edit that, not tomorrow, I've got plans tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, I'll edit that, and I'll make it a little less repetitive, because every time he relapses, he goes through the same emotions, because, like, you do go through the same emotions, but I don't want someone reading to be like, oh, like, he's just writing the same thing over and over again, right? I also threw in some like edgy stuff in there. Edgy as in, it might. It's not great on my reputation. There's a point in the story where Vinny glazes Elon. Because in 2020, everyone glazed Elon, let's be completely honest. Only Penelope Scott saw through his persona. And then Penelope Scott made that whole song. But I remember in 2020, I thought Elon was really cool. Oh, he's the new Iron Man. Oh, he's like Iron Man. You know what I mean? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a note like on top of the story, like right before the story starts, that says, "Hey, just to let you know, I don't believe these things. It's just my character and the time period who thinks these things." Right? I feel like I'm a what's it called? I feel like I'm one of those. I feel like Quentin Tarantino, who just throws in the N word as much as he can. But it's a period movie, so it's fine because they said it back then. I feel like that. I feel like that. I'm writing the Elon Glaze thing, and it really isn't necessary to the story, to be completely honest. But it is necessary for character building because it shows what kind of person Vinny is, what kind of things he's into. So it is kind of essential. It's a little iffy. I think that's about it. That's all I really wanted to mention. Thank you for watching. These videos will be a lot more often, and I think I'm going to put them on YouTube because I'm doing a lot more on YouTube now. I'm going to sort them out in the little playlists. So it's going to be like the video diary playlists. So every time I make a new one of these, it's gonna automatically be added to that. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.